Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Sarah.
And today we're going to the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland, and we're going to visit this very picturesque little town called St. Michael's. And that's one of these places on the eastern shore with charming Victorian and colonial houses, great crab cakes, lots of maritime history.
You know, Catherine, you had me at crab cakes.
Forget history.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Crab cakes.
Uh-huh.
No, but seriously, you know, St. Michael's is a gorgeous little town, and it's full of history. It was founded way back in the mid-1600s, and it was originally a trading post for trappers and tobacco farmers. And the town's name came from the Christ Episcopal Church of St. Michael that was founded even before the town was in 1677. And that church is still there and is still operating. So,
It's a long time.
Both of them are just, you know, full of history.
Yeah, and St. Michael's was mainly a shipbuilding and seafood processing town.
Shocker.
Yeah, but in the last 30 years, it's become a very popular tourist spot. And one of its biggest attractions, not surprisingly, is the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum.
It's not the crab cakes?
No.
Gosh. No, this Maritime Museum is huge. It's about 18 acres on the waterfront, and it really just highlights how people lived and worked on the Chesapeake. And the exhibits include 5 historic homes. There's the largest collection of historic Chesapeake Bay boats in existence, really. And there's a recreated crabber shanty, which is really charming. And then there's also a huge collection of small boats and a working boatyard, so you can take lessons in boat building. You know, if you want a second career, Catherine, there you go.
Yeah, they're booming. Yeah, the place would be really fun for families, I think. And one thing that kids would love to do is the Strait Lighthouse, which is this 19th century lighthouse where the kids would get to climb up the sea hatch and learn about lighthouse keeping. And they have this program there where you can stay overnight in the lighthouse, which I just thought was so cool.
I do too. I would love to do this.
I would do it too. And when you're there, you get to clean the lens, you get to keep watch, record the weather in the logbook, and learn all that stuff about keeping a lighthouse.
I mean, and they really take it seriously.
Yeah.
You know, even when you get there, they ask you to address each other as Keeper. So you would be Keeper Catherine. I would be Keeper Sarah.
Yeah, being the spirit.
You know, they really take it seriously. But if you're into modern day sailing, you know, St. Michael's is perfect for that. So there are tons of yacht charters and harbor cruises. And one of the most popular islands to visit is an island called Tillman Island. And this is an authentic working waterman's village. So basically anything to do with crabbing, fishing, or just living on the water, you can experience here.
Yeah, that's good.
And you can eat great seafood, participate in fishing.
And visitors would also really enjoy just walking around St. Michael's. It's just a very pretty place just to look at and do shopping and check out the buildings. And many of the most famous ones are in this historic square called St. Mary's Square. And it was formed in 1778 by a British land agent named James Braddock. Purchased the acreage to make that town square. It was one of the first examples of a town square
in the country.
In the country, right. And St. Michael's Museum itself is a collection of houses from the 1800s that they restored and they moved to the square. And one thing that I thought was really interesting is a walking tour that they have where you follow in the footsteps of abolitionist Frederick Douglass, who lived in St. Michael's for about 3 years after he escaped slavery when he was 15. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this visit to St. Michael's, and we're going to have a lot more on our blog. And if you've got a favorite vacation spot that you'd like us to feature,
or a favorite crab cake recipe,
you send that one to Sarah directly. She'd love to get it. But if you have any other stuff you'd like to let us know about, send us email, Facebook, or Twitter.
And of course, you will have all the addresses at the end of the podcast.
And we'll see you next time on the coolest stuff on the planet.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com.